Ladies and gentlemen, this man right here is the king of the jungle. If there's one thing we knew about Joe Burrow coming out of college, it's that he's a culture-changing, proven winner. But for him to change an NFL locker room like he has in 2 years, it's really quite remarkable. Remember when everyone was talking about how Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen would be dueling over the AFC for the next decade? Well, safe to say those people forgot about Joe freaking Burrow, who has now taken down Mahomes in his second season in the league. Although I do have to say, with Justin Herbert also in the AFC, it feels like we're about to enter a golden age of AFC quarterbacking. What's funny is the other three are constantly praised for their big arm, and for Allen and Mahomes especially, their ability to run. People have called the pocket passer dead, even though Tom Brady won the Super Bowl last year and now we have Matthew Stafford and Joe Burrow in it this year. Of course, Burrow made some clutch scrambles in the AFC Championship, but he's as pure a pocket passer prospect as we've seen in years. He can't throw it as far as those three and would probably finish third or fourth in an agility contest. But none of those things are the most important or even the second most important thing for a quarterback to have: accuracy and intangibles. On the field, Burrow looks the part of a star quarterback. He delivers a clean ball, throws his receivers open, makes good decisions. But off the field, if you were to rank the best intangible assets of players like we do with arm strength, well, Burrow is a safe bet to be near the top. He just makes people believe. He's made his team believe. He's made the city of Cincinnati believe. He's made believers when they were projected to finish last in the division and when they were down 21-3. It's a special trait that few players have had throughout NFL history. I like looking back at his time at LSU because that's the reason he ended up on the Bengals as a number one pick in the first place. There's this story from The Athletic that details the moments where Joe Burrow proved who he was. One of them, back before he was a starter, happened with the LSU defense dominating in camp. No matter who the quarterback was, the LSU defense was feasting, and they sure were letting the offense know it. Devin White in particular was always gonna let Burrow and the offense know. After a couple failing plays and silence from the quarterbacks, the real Joe Burrow, newcomer to the team or not, came out to play. He barked back at White, telling him to shut up, or he would go over there and beat the out of him. According to one LSU coach, that moment had a snowball effect for the rest of Burrow's time in Baton Rouge, a time that ended in a perfect season and a Burrow Heisman campaign. At this point in his football life, Burrow has gone undefeated in both college and NFL playoff games. When the Bengals won their first playoff game in 31 years, Burrow simply said, "This is how it's going to be from here on out." They then proceeded to knock off the top two seeds in the AFC on the road. Speaking of the road, the Bengals are going to have to travel and play in the Rams' home stadium. But for a franchise that didn't even have one road playoff win before this year and now has two, I don't think they're all too worried. Especially when you factor in how much orange we could be seeing in LA on Super Bowl Sunday. Burrow has brought a lot of firsts to this Bengals franchise, which is a good thing for a team that has never won a championship. But the past doesn't really matter now because Bengals fans are having the most fun in the NFL. They're putting up Burrow for President signs in their front yards and making sure you can hear their Who Dey chants halfway to China. Going from 2 wins to 4 wins to a Super Bowl is like those crazy speedrun guys who finish Super Mario in less than 5 minutes. Joe Burrow is that guy for the NFL. He's the first number 1 overall quarterback to take his rebuilding team to a Super Bowl in the first 2 years. Meanwhile, a team like the Jaguars continues to die on level 3. Bless Trevor Lawrence's heart that he can break that curse. It's just mind-boggling that the Bengals have won more games this postseason than they did the entire year before they drafted Burrow. I keep hearing the Joe Montana comparisons, and at first I was a bit caught off guard comparing a second-year player to an all-time great, especially when you hand him Montana's old nickname. But hey, Burrow continues to prove that when under pressure, he's at his best. So yeah, sometimes he really feels like the second coming of Joe Cool. I would have appreciated a brand new original nickname, but at least it fits him quite well. He doesn't think of himself as an underdog, and he never has. To him, it doesn't matter what this team did last year or what people expected them to be or who they're facing any given week. And by the way, they are once again the betting underdog in the Super Bowl. Honestly though, I'm thinking with Tom Brady most likely retiring, there's going to be a new opening for the NFL's biggest cojones. And I'd like to nominate Joe Burrow. And if he's not going to win it, then it ought to go to Evan McPherson. Both those guys are special players with special personalities. As much as I'd like to focus on Burrow, McPherson deserves a shout out for his clutch kicks and confidence that few people in the world possess. And of course, there's no comeback without the Bengals defense holding that Chiefs offense to 3 points in the second half in overtime. It's a shame we couldn't see live how in the world they were shutting down Kelsey and Hill for that long with the TV broadcast angles. I'm assuming they were getting doubled quite a bit when the Bengals decided to rush just 3. Even still, those guys can beat doubles, so the coverage was impressive no matter what. Also, I gotta mention this. I'm sorry, because I used to enjoy his commentating, but Tony Romo has gone a bit over the top recently. He does do it with other players, so I don't want to sound too unfair here, but the Mahomes fanboying needs to stop, because he just ends up sounding unprofessional. I mean, Mahomes is just standing there with his jacket on, but Romo has to fit in the, Superman with his cape. And I don't know, when so many NFL fans are now talking about his cringy fanboy comments online, that's when you know he's just gone too far and has begun to break the immersion of the game. I'm sure plenty of Bengals fans are watching this video and probably felt like Romo was rooting against their team. Let's not forget last year how he was acting like 6 or 7 Super Bowls would be easy for Mahomes. Everything was just getting a bit crazy, and I hope the CBS producers are able to get him to tone it down a bit next year. Criticism is part of the job just as much as appreciation. So, little rant over. I'm just going to end this with the most terrifying thing about this Bengals team, and that's the $60 million in cap space they have next year. It's time to imagine this team with an upgraded O-line, because we're probably about to see it next season. The thought of Burrow with these weapons along with some upgrades up front is a terrifying thought for the rest of the league. And if there's anything we know about Burrow's history, it's that he could very well be receiving those upgrades as a defending champ. And now to Box Chats for today's fun fact.
According to Box Chat sources, Tom Brady is retiring out of a fear for Evan McPherson.